Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Random Episode. This is the podcast where we watch a random episode of a TV show from a random series that neither of us have watched before. I'm Varin.
And I'm Christy.
And thank you, as always, Large Jesus, for our opening intro song. So this week, Christy and we are going to be talking about Nashville, Season 1, Episode 13. There will be no teardrops tonight. Now, this one aired February 13th, 2013 on ABC. Almost not Halloween, a Valentine's Day episode. Mm-hmm. It definitely has some love vibes to it in this one. And so the episode summary, which I had to pull from some random site because the one on IMDb was just way too long.
It was long. I read it too.
Yeah. So this one goes, still reeling from the news that Teddy wants a divorce, Rayna goes on stage and misses her cue for the first time in her career. In an effort to forget her troubles, she joins Liam for a night of drinking and dancing in a bar. When Juliette pushes forward with some drastic changes to her brand, Glenn tries to halt her progress, and a confrontation between them becomes inevitable. We are missing like two other storylines in this summary.
Not really relevant, though,
but
let's be honest.
Not really relevant. So, Christy, what did you know about this show before watching it?
So strangely, I actually feel like I knew a lot, which is so weird because I have never wanted to reach out and find a lot about this show. But I could picture in my head that it was Connie Britton and Hayden Panettiere. I knew who the leads would be. I knew it was about country music and that they were country music stars. I am pretty sure I knew that there would be actual performances and singing in the show. So I feel like I fully knew what the premise was. And I might be making this up, but I feel like this came out at the same time where it was riding the coattails of Glee.
Oh,
and
shit.
That's
okay.
why it has the musical numbers, is because it was Glee is successful. What if we did something similar but with adults?
Okay, that makes sense because Glee came out in 2009.
Yes.
And we are in season 1 here, and this is 2013. So
yeah.
Not even really coattails. We are a couple years past.
Yeah,
Glee.
well, Glee was still finishing up at they were still going at that point.
Right, they were.
So I feel like they were oh, that show was successful. Because really, there's not a lot of TV shows that are musical.
It's true.
I mean, I guess maybe a couple. But I feel like Glee was kind of the groundbreaking one.
I think so, yeah.
So I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I knew a lot. But what about you?
I am very similar. I think ABC probably did a really good job. Their PR team did a really good job of advertising or showing this show.
Yeah.
Because same as you, when we picked this show, I knew it was about country music stars. I could picture again I don't know their names, but I could picture who they were, who was going to be starring in it. So yeah, I had a pretty good idea of what we were getting ourselves into with this show.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's country music has never been my thing.
Okay. I was going to talk to you about that because I really hate country music. So it was, I don't know. That's why I guess I've never gravitated toward this show because I don't care about country music.
Me
I thought you
neither.
listened to country in high school.
No.
Didn't you? You went to WMZQ Fest.
I never went to
You
WMZQ.
did? Neither did I. Oh, wait, why did I
there.
picture that you went?
Because all of our friends went.
Okay, because yes. So where we are, there's this big country music festival. Yes, I just always assumed you were part of the group. I never was because I hate country music.
I staunchly hated country music.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now this is all coming back to me.
And now I would say I'm kind of like some pop country. I mean, I don't know where does Casey Musgraves fit in all this?
Sure. Yeah, obviously, Taylor Swift was the only country music I ever listened. Actually, that's a lie. I also listened to some Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
When she won American Idol. But when Taylor was country, that was it. I would only listen to Taylor Swift in terms of country. Nobody else.
This was going to be one of my questions to you too about Taylor Swift and country.
Yeah.
But it seems as if you did listen to Taylor's country music.
Yes.
But you were not into country music.
I'm an OG
in general.
Taylor listener. I listened to her first album on repeat all the time. I was obsessed. But that's it.
Okay.
No other country other than, like I said, Carrie Underwood. I think her first album I was into because it was kind of poppy. I mean, she won American Idol, so it's kind of not the deep cuts. But yeah, that's it. I'm not into it.
All right, we're on the same page here, man.
Okay.
I do not like country. And
But we watched this show.
we watched this show. Why we chose it, I don't know.
I mean, it's like a interesting, you got to pick stuff that's outside of your normal comfort zone, try things out.
Yeah.
So we got to do it.
Yeah, for the fans. We do this for you all, okay? We put ourselves into uncomfortable situations for you all. You are welcome.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get into this one. As the recap already gave us 2 storylines. Again, there's 2 more storylines. Let's get into the main ones here. First, let's start off with Rayna, who's played by
Connie Britton.
Connie Britton.
Do you not know Connie Britton?
I've seen her around. I know she's been in stuff. Most recently, we've been watching the show Overcompensating on Amazon Prime.
She's in that?
And she's the mom in that show.
Okay.
So when I saw her, I was like, oh, hey, yay, from Overcompensating. That's great.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of those people in this show.
That's
A lot of those people like, oh, yeah, so-and-so from that show. And I'm going to call them out every time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She, I think, really was big from Friday Night Lights, which is another show we really want to do for the podcast.
Yeah, that's
but it's
right.
like not streaming anywhere right now. But that's, I think, was like her big role. And then Nashville. And then did you watch the first season of White Lotus?
Yes.
Yeah, she was the like rich woman, the mom of the family.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did not register that at all.
She looked a little bit different. Yeah,
Okay.
She's in White Lotus. Yeah. Isn't that
Okay.
crazy? Anyway, so yes, I weirdly, like, I just know who she is. Like, I never watched Friday Night Lights. Like, I didn't see any of this other stuff. And I knew exactly who she was the whole time. I don't know. She just has like a memorable look.
She really
maybe.
does.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I did not do the research. Were the people who were singing in this, were they actually singing, or was it, were they lip syncing and there was
I did not do the
actual
research.
singers in the recording?
I can't imagine these people really sang. Because, like, that's the difference. Like, Glee, they hired actual singers who were also actors, like people from Broadway and stuff like that. I don't think that's what this show is.
Okay.
And also, there was, like, a scene where one of the women was singing, and it was just not, like, I don't know. You could tell it wasn't her.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't her singing while they were taping it, but I was curious if there was, like, their track. Like, they recorded that track.
I don't know. Maybe we need to look into it.
Well, yeah, we'll look to it later. So you got Rayna, Liam, Teddy, and Deacon. These are all our main characters, right, in this one. So Rayna she's married to Teddy, but looks like in the last episode, Teddy wanted a divorce. And I guess Rayna thought it was because of her and she was traveling. And that's the impression I got, was that maybe because of her lifestyle, whatever, Teddy wanted a divorce. But lo and behold, he's still banging or still interested in someone named Peggy, who is the daughter from one of my favorite movies, Father of the Bride.
Oh, that. I was staring at her like, you look so familiar. But it's so much like later in her life that she looks so much older.
Oh, but she looks exactly the same, though. I think she looks exactly the same.
No, now that you're saying that, I can fully picture it in my mind. Okay.
Yeah, I got very excited.
I mean, clearly the husband sucks. Like, I think that's what we're supposed to think. Like, he's some sort of politician.
Seems like he's a politician.
Yeah. And so they're both like in the public life and are, like followed and whatever.
Like a power couple.
Power couple, yes. And I think the premise of the show is that Rayna was a superstar country singer and now is like getting older and maybe like, I don't know, I think they described her as like a fading star. Yeah, so I think it's like not her life is falling apart, but it's like she's kind of going down.
Yeah, I think, we didn't see this in the concert. Is she opening for Juliette or is Juliette opening for her? I get the sense she's opening for Juliette.
I asked this question as well and I kind of looked it up. So in this season, it appears that she is on tour with this other singer, much younger singer, Hayden Panettiere's character, Juliette. And I believe Rayna, the like older star, is opening for Juliette, the younger star, which I'm sure was a whole thing of like ego. Like,
I'm sure he missed a whole lot with that one.
Yes, which I kind of want to. I kind of want to see that, like how that all went down. So yeah, so it's like now Rayna's like on tour with this like bitch of a young star, which we'll get into. Her husband's clearly banging some other woman on the side. I just feel for her.
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
Yeah,
but she's kissing Deacon in an elevator.
Well, he kissed her.
Sorry. He kissed her. Deacon, who...
Another Josh Porter.
Josh Porter from The Office. Man, we were like his shows.
Yes. I know, honestly, I feel like I'd never seen this actor until The Office. And then he was on Outer Banks. Now we're seeing him in this. I'm like, who is this person? Why are we seeing him in like everything? Yeah.
Welcome back to the random episode, Deacon Josh Porter. I don't even know
I
your
don't
real
even know what the
name,
actor's
but
name is. But you'll know it when you see him.
forever Josh Porter from The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we only saw a little bit of their interaction. I guess like
I don't even know what his job is because he's supporting both Juliette and Rayna on the
Correct.
tour. Maybe the tour manager or something.
But he's like a musician too, because Juliette wanted him there to help get these songs out of her head. So I think it seems like a collaborator, producer type person.
I guess I do not know enough about the music industry to know like what's the difference between like a producer, a manager, like a performer. I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, that person's part of your entourage. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what they do.
Was it was that one book, Daisy Jones and the
Daisy
Six?
Jones and the Six
Yes,
is
that
an
kinda...
incredible book and became a show. I learned everything I know about the music industry. I learned from Daisy Jones and the Six.
And that same. Yeah. I didn't read the book, but I watched the show, and I feel like that gave me a little more help.
That's true.
Into like, okay, who's a producer? Who's your manager?
Yeah, that's true.
And who's a collaborator, so on and so forth. So yeah, I think so. I do think, to me, it seems as if he is like a collaborator / like producer, maybe.
Sure.
For both of them.
For both of them, yeah. Maybe he's the one who brought them together or something.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we have our character Liam, who is from Game of Thrones.
Who?
Dario Naharis, the second one.
I wouldn't know that. Listen, all those Game of Thrones people, I'm just like, there's another person. They're all the same to me.
Well, there was a initial Dario Naharis.
I don't even, who?
What
season?
Love interest for Daenerys.
What?
Yes, so they recast this character, with this guy. You don't remember this?
When did she have a love interest?
Before Jon Snow, there was Dario. He was like out when she was out east. She across the ocean, whatever. She had this love, this dude she was banging.
I'm just gonna go ahead and agree with you because I don't know.
I
watched it one time because my husband, because I love him so much, and I have few memories of. And there's so many characters.
There are, but it's. I mean, come on.
I had no idea who this person was. And then even throughout this episode, like his name was never said, I feel like. So the whole time I'm just like, who is this person? I mean, I guess she said he was a producer. So that was the only context I had to go on.
Same. In the beginning, they said he's a producer. He's there, just happens to be there to produce for some other band there. But like, he just spends all night with Rayna.
But like, they have to have a past, right?
Yes.
And this is another question. So her and her husband have probably been married for a long time. Their oldest daughter looks like she's like 13 or like
she's definitely a teenager.
So like they've been together probably a long time. So I'm assuming they've both had infidelity at points in their relationship.
Interesting. You think so? Because I took away that Liam and her, because they said this, they had produced half an album.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, we have to go back and like finish that, or whatever, like that, right?" So you think that they were banging?
I don't know if they were necessarily banging, but I think they were more than just coworkers,
more than just professional.
I mean, again, from what I've learned from Daisy Jones and the Six, when you're making an album together, you're one's a man, one's a woman. You're both attractive, musically charged. Mm-hmm. Something's gonna happen.
The emotions come out. Okay,
that's what I think.
I mean,
and like. I just feel like the fact that she was so quick to be like, I'm going through divorce. I'm going to like try to bang this guy. Like, it feels like there was some sort of history there to make that a thing.
And you know what? When he walked in and she saw him, there's instant sexual tension. So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to have to agree with you there. You're right.
Something must have happened.
Something happened in the past.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't hate that for her. So like they went out and were at a bar and I don't know. I was like, go, girl. But, she felt bad, I guess.
Yeah. Because out of her performance, she had just gone off the phone with, like, her kids, and they really missed her, and she was, like, going through the emotions, like, missing them.
Oh, because they were going to have to tell the kids
have
that they
a
were
conversation about having a divorce. And so when she's out there on stage, she misses her cue, which is the first time this ever happened in, like, 20 years or something like that.
Yep.
Everyone's freaking out, but she hits her cue, and the, third, fourth pass. And she has a great concert, but everyone's starting to panic. But she just needs to like release some and go out there and have some fun
energy.
time. And she goes out with Liam and
Yeah.
they go to a bar, they're
Yeah.
drinking, they're dancing. He somehow was in the country music industry, but doesn't know how to do the two-step.
I have some questions about that. And then also, she's a celebrity.
Yes.
And they're just like out. She's a celebrity in a high profile marriage. And they're just like out at some bar dancing.
A very public bar dancing.
Like dancing pretty intimately and drinking just the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there no concern from her about being seen?
And why does she not have... If she is a major celebrity, why does she have no security either?
That's a great question. Like, who is she the equivalent of? Like, Faith Hill?
Faith Hill? Yeah, I would say that, yeah.
Trisha Yearwood. I'm making these names up.
Who
Are
the
these
hell
real
is
people?
Trisha Yearwood?
She's like a famous older country star.
I don't know. Faith Hill. I like Faith Hill, yeah.
Sheryl Crow.
Yeah. There you go. You know them. Man, you love country.
I will say I did like Sheryl Crow in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Who didn't? Who did not? How'd you not love Sheryl Crow in the 90s, man?
But yeah, so you're right. Like, if she's that famous, like, Faith Hill is not just like going to a bar. Is she still married to Tim McGraw? I don't know.
I don't think so. Well, no. Because, yes, Carrie, my wife, we just had this whole thing about this. They're not married anymore.
Okay. Well, she's not just like going to a bar with some rando with no security, right?
No, I would think, and it's not stuff like they like slipped out or anything like that. They kicked back their shots at the after party.
Yeah. And they're like, bye, we're leaving now.
And everyone saw, and her Bucky, I think is the name. I had to look this shit up. Her manager maybe saw them leave and got a little, upset or concerned, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they dipped out.
Okay. Anyway, her storyline actually made me feel like very emotional, just like the whole divorce of it all.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it was really, and just the whole, so her husband seems like he sucks.
Yeah.
And he's basically like just having this relationship with this other woman, like pretty openly, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, he's home with his kids and he's on the phone with this other woman, like with his kids around.
Well, and his defense, his door was closed. But he was talking pretty loud and using names.
It's like, I don't know. Your kids, and the daughter's what, like 14? Like, she's not dumb. I don't know. That just feels sloppy.
Very, very sloppy. But what I'm going to, again, as I said before, I think that when he asked for the divorce, I think he's pinning it on her and blaming her for their relationship crumbling, because it really was like a surprise. Like, the daughter's like, Dad's still seeing, that woman.
Yeah, like the daughter knows all about this affair.
Yes. So yeah, he sucks.
He sucks. He is clearly the one ruining everything. Like, obviously, like if it's not a good relationship, I want her to get out as well. But he is clearly just wanting to be with this other woman, and he's trying to make it seem like Rayna's the problem.
Yes.
Which he sucks. The scene of them telling their daughters, I was crying.
You were crying?
100%.
Oh my God.
Yes. Like
the song in the background was ruining it for me. But yeah, it was very emotional.
It was so and again, like, I am not going through a divorce. It's just like watching them tell their kids something really hard, and like me having 2 kids and just being like, what if I had to tell my kids something really hard? I felt like it was a very well done scene.
And I felt, and we just said he sucks, but I did feel for him when he's like, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I can only imagine, I pray to God we never have to do that. But yeah, I can't imagine telling our kids that.
Yeah.
Like, just destroying their lives.
I know. So I don't know. I do feel like overall her storyline was pretty well like developed over the course of this 40 minutes, especially because this is not even like there's 4 storylines here. Like, there's a lot going on. And I feel like, to me at least, it was a pretty well-rounded, like, I got a pretty good picture of who she is and what she's going through, and like her conflict and her inner turmoil, and I don't know. Well done on the Rayna storyline, in my opinion.
And really, I just gotta say, I also gotta feel for Liam. He was horny. He wanted to bang so bad.
I know.
And yeah, he got nothing.
Well, Can you imagine? You're like, yes, I'm about to hook up with this chick I've been dying to hook up with.
Yeah.
And she's in the bathroom crying about her divorce.
Well, that scene was hilarious to me.
The opposite.
That scene was hilarious to me because he's like knocking on it and she doesn't say why she's in the bathroom. So she said, don't come in. You don't want to see this. For him, I'm like, and he was like, I'm coming in. She's trying to barge on it. I'm like, dude, she could be pooping right now. And that's
Also,
the first thing that came to
was
my
there not
mind.
a lock on that bathroom door?
Apparently not in this hotel. But yeah, because she was like trying to keep it closed with her foot. But I'm like, she could have been puking. She could have been, diarrhea at the butthole.
That's a great point.
It could have been a real scene in there. And he was like, no, I'm coming in.
That's a great point.
Despite her saying, no, don't come in.
Yeah, that's not consensual.
No boundaries.
No boundaries, not good. But I mean, he got,
But he was really horny. So
he
that's
was
why
really horny. And at the end of the day, he didn't get what he wanted.
he did not get what he wanted.
I wonder if Liam will just be like a one-time, will he come back as a recurring character?
I feel like in the music industry, it would be very realistic for him to come back later.
Like he'll be one of those, like he pops in and out. Like he's not going to be in her life every day, but he'll oh, we'll do this collab together. Like he'll be there for that and he'll just like pop in.
I can foresee some shit between him and Deacon going down in a later episode / season.
Well, I need to know more about like who does Deacon like. Deacon seems to be weirdly into both Rayna and Juliette.
Oh, interesting. I didn't sense that with Juliette.
There's like a weird vibe with him and Juliette.
I saw that as like father / guardian figure with Juliette.
Okay.
I didn't get a sexual thing with Juliette.
I don't know. The fact that well, I guess we need to hop over to Juliette, but at one point she's like, get in my car, like, come listen to me sing. I don't know. It didn't seem like it's with Juliette just a platonic.
Oh, see, I got platonic. I need my guitarist, whatever, collaborator right now.
Okay.
But, I mean.
We'll see.
We'll see. Is there anything else on Rayna's storyline? Again, I think it was well done, too. I agree.
Yeah.
I think that we got a really good picture in this one episode with all these other storylines going on of what her life is like right now.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah. That's awful. I hope things get better.
Yeah.
I don't know if they will.
Well, I'm sure it's got to get better. I mean, I'm pretty sure her and Deacon get like married or something like that. Because
what?
From like, I just remember again from like advertisements and shows like that, like from back then. I feel like they get together.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do not have any specific memories like that.
Oh,
But,
well.
okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, should we talk about Juliette?
Let's hop over to Juliette.
Is that her name?
Juliette.
Yes, Juliette.
Her other main person is Glenn, her manager, I believe,
Yeah.
and also a little bit of Deacon in here. So Juliette, she's the young, the up and coming, or maybe the real pops are what?
Can we talk about who the actress is?
Yeah, where's she?
Do you not care about
famous?
Hayden Panettiere?
Not really.
Oh my God.
Okay, why should I care about Hayden Panettiere?
Oh my God. First of all,
I remember her being like hot back in the day, like
yeah.
But why? Okay, who was she?
Her main claim to fame is as the child in Remember the Titans, my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And she's the worst character in Remember the Titans. I hate that child in Remember the Titans.
Wait.
She's a child.
Why? Yes.
Because she's just like a pain in the ass. Like, do you remember this child in that movie?
Yeah, she was just like a younger version of her dad, essentially.
No, she's like an asshole. She's like, yeah, coach, like, come on. Don't you know anything, coach? I know what I'm talking about. I know football. I'm like, you're 10. You're a child. Sit down. Shut the fuck up.
Denzel was like, just laughed her off. I was like, I'm not going to
Thank God.
talk
Yes.
to you.
Denzel does not put up with her shit, which is why I love Denzel. And the dad is like, oh, my daughter, isn't she cute? No, she's fucking annoying. And I hated her.
This is a take.
Yes. I hated Hayden Panettiere.
Worse than the other defensive guy who just continued to be racist the whole
Okay, obviously
movie.
the racist people were the worst part of that movie. And she was the second worst.
No, she is worse than racist.
She was, like, I guarantee that woman grew up to become, like, I'm still racist. Because she was part of, like, the white we grew up.
I don't know, but she was around this.
I really hope. I hope because she grew up with this. This is all just made
I
up.
mean, if
This
you
person does not
are
exist.
exactly, if you're around actual character that young girl's based on, and you listen to the podcast, feel free to reach out.
Did she grow up to be
Email us
racist
at the
or
random
not?
episode at gmail.com.
Okay, anyway, so that was like her big breakout role when she was literally like 10. And then she was just in a bunch of, wasn't she in like Fly Away Home? Or no, maybe that was Anna Paquin.
No, as Anna Paquin.
Sorry.
I love that movie.
She was in Bring It On All or Nothing, the Bring It On sequel.
Okay.
She was like the star of that. I don't know. I can't believe you don't like know Hayden Panettiere.
I mean, I recognized
she was like
her.
in like makeup commercials.
Sure, makeup commercials.
I don't know. She's in a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I had a like predisposition to hate her, and I appreciate that in this show I also hate her. Like
Okay.
it just solidified that every role she plays, she sucks. She also sucked, in my opinion, in Bring It On All or Nothing. Like she just every role Hayden Panettiere plays is terrible, and I hate her. So her role in this as Juliette, she also sucks.
She did suck.
Yeah, 100%. Which I know is the point, but like it tracks.
But the show, I feel like, did a good job of this episode. Again, this episode where in the beginning, she wants more control of her life. She wants more control of her music. And her manager, Glenn's like, I don't know about that. But she's like, no, I'm going to do it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And she's, she has a great concert. And she then is like, I'm going to make all these changes to the show. And her crew's kind of on board with it. Like, no one really seems to have an issue with it.
I think they maybe are scared of her.
No, I don't think at that point.
You don't think?
Yeah. It was not until later.
Yeah.
When, then Glenn goes and has the meeting without Juliette and without Deacon and says, all those things that Juliette said, everything goes through me first.
Yeah.
And
which, like, fair. This is the thing. I don't know. Again, I only know things because of Daisy Jones and the Six and also like going to the Eras tour. Like, I don't know much about like music, but I'm assuming if there's like a tour manager, like somebody's in charge of the tour that's not just the musician. So like the musician can't just be like, spend this money. Like somebody's, I don't know, managing it all. I would assume.
There's supposed to be someone from like the label, right?
Yeah, right. Like she can't just like willy-nilly be like spending money and like making changes and like doing all this stuff. So like I get Glenn's perspective where he's like, no, I think he's trying to be like super controlling and an asshole about it.
Yes.
But also she seems like she sucks.
Yeah, I from everything I've seen in media, musicians are pictured as extravagant and some of them you really need to like rein in and control because they will do whatever they want and go off the haywire, especially if they're on drugs or
sure,
like that. So I guess I also agree. I kind of see where Glenn's coming from too, but they do. I think again, I feel like the show does a good job of painting as like she's a young artist who's taking control of her image, taking control of her music, and she wants to change things for the better. And then when she finds out from Deacon that there was this meeting and that Glenn went and told everyone, don't listen to her.
Yeah.
She then wakes up everyone
in the middle of the
night,
in the
banging on everyone's hotel doors, calls everyone out, and tells them all to, I'm the one making the money. You all listen to me. You all work for me. And Glenn, you can go find another young girl from, a county fair.
Oh, yeah, because he discovered her at a county fair in like Alabama or some shit.
Yeah. And then Glenn quits. And then everyone in her crew, including her assistant, who before this, they seemed to be fairly buddy-buddy.
Yeah.
Is now scared shitless of her.
Well, yeah. She doesn't seem, I don't know. Do you think she's supposed to be somebody we're rooting for? Like, yeah, take back your power. Like usually I'm very pro-woman, but I don't think she's being painted in a good light.
I don't think right now, but I would be curious to see her story arc and how, because we see this story arc all the time, right? Like the young hotshot comes in and doesn't give a shit about anything else, thinks their world revolves around them, doesn't care about the people. Because again, at the end of the episode, she looks around and the only people she's got is her mom
Oh, yeah. She ends
Because
up like reaching out to her mom.
right, because earlier in the episode we find out that her mom is in rehab, coming out of
Yeah.
rehab, and she has her assistant tells her assistant find her a place to live that's at least 10 miles away from me.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, she calls up her mom, says, "Hey, how about you come live with me?"
Yeah, because she's got this like big ass house and lives by herself.
And
'cause
she got
has nobody.
no one else. She got no friends,
Yeah.
nothing like that. So
Yeah, I guess we're supposed to be like kind of sympathetic towards her.
I think
I guess.
I don't think right now. I think later.
Yeah.
I think later on we would be. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure her story started out like kind of empowering of like, oh, she's discovered and now she's gonna like become this big star. But I feel like this is probably a very true to reality situation where when you get famous, you become psycho. Like the fame does go to your head. Like this happens constantly. I mean, not to make it about reality TV, but like there's a lot of drama happening in the Bravo sphere right now with all these reality stars who like have gone psycho and are just like doing crazy, like they're on drugs, like just doing all this bad stuff because it's like you get a taste of fame and you become terrible.
Yeah.
Like I can see this being real.
I mean, I don't know if you follow NASCAR, but there's this guy called Ricky Bobby.
Is that real? Is that a real person? I was like, I
it's the movie Talladega
okay.
Nights.
Okay, is that the plot of the movie?
Yeah. He starts as a nobody. He becomes a huge thing, and he just becomes an asshole to everyone.
Yeah,
and
like this is like a classic.
Yeah, so it's a classic
classic.
story arc. That's what I'm saying. It's classic story arc.
But you think it's redeemable? Like you think she's gonna be better?
I think she's gonna I think she's gonna be better.
Well, like at some point, something is gonna humble her.
Yes.
Like it has to for story purposes.
Yes, I think so.
So I mean, she can't be. I was gonna say, there's no way you can be a rising star forever, but you can. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
She's still doing it, baby.
It really is.
But I mean, even Taylor, like when she first released Reputation, that humbled her. You know, there's always something,
Mm-hmm.
and then you rise back. So
Yeah.
I really hope that none of this character is based on Taylor Swift.
I was also wondering that
thinking about that a lot
too.
and like being nervous about that.
But I don't think it's. I don't think it
so
is
either. If anyone, I could see it more about Carrie Underwood. I love you, Carrie, but
Oh, was she really a like?
I
this?
don't know. I mean, I don't like follow country music, but I could kind of see her being like diva like.
Okay.
And you know, she literally rose up from nothing. She was on American Idol. Like I could see this being maybe that type of story where it's like she's from Oklahoma, Carrie Underwood, like becomes famous like in a minute,
Sure.
blows up and is now like headlining tours. Oh.
Yeah, could be.
Anyway, or it's probably just more of a generic like this is a story.
Right.
Anyway, I don't know. I mean, not a lot of Juliette's story was compelling to me.
Oh, interesting. So you did not like her
She's a
storyline.
bitch.
No.
Like, she's just a bitch, and she is on a power trip.
Which I think is probably where I bet Rayna's gonna come in, try and mentor her,
I don't know.
and they're gonna clash. And she's like, and Juliet's gonna be like, I don't fucking need you. Who the hell are you? You're a nobody. You're a has been. And
See,
then
I think that might have already happened.
You
like,
think so?
What I want more, we did not see any interaction in this episode between Rayna and Juliette.
which was really weird.
Yes.
I was a little thrown back. So I thought, honestly, because all like the other two storylines, which we're going to get to, the modern ones, happen nowhere at all connected to these two storylines.
Yeah.
So I thought they were just on completely different planets. I thought they were on like two different tours, two different whatever.
Yes.
But then
until Deacon went to talk to both of them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they're in the same building. Oh, they're on the same. They're in the same show. Yes. And I guess, again, that's by design that they're so separate. But I am actually very interested to know, like, how did it go down when they told Rayna she was going to open for her? Like, have they interacted? Has Rayna tried to reach out to mentor her yet? And, like, I don't know. I am very interested, and that's the part that I want more of, is seeing Rayna and Juliette interact.
I agree. I bet that in the probably episode 1 or episode 2, whenever that has happened, I'm sure it was good. I'm sure some good acting.
Yeah, I want to see it.
And great scenes.
Yeah. But I don't know. Is there anything else about Juliette that is noteworthy?
Not really. Yeah, she sucks right now, but again, I think she's going to get better.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's hop on over to Gunnar, Scarlett, and Jason. So
wow, you know all the names.
I had to IMDb it and like really like zoom on the pictures, be like,
Yes, because a lot of the guys
look, it's
look
so much
similar.
alike.
And you're right. Like IMDb helped me, but some of the guys I still couldn't tell who was who. I figured out Scarlett from her picture on IMDb.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty, like she's blonde. She looks different than anybody else, pretty
Right.
much. So
So Gunnar and Scarlett, they're roommates.
I thought they were in a relationship. Oh,
No,
well,
they're
I
not.
think they're like, again, Daisy Jones and the Six. You can't just be bandmates.
I agree. I think something will happen, but they made it very clear in the beginning that they are not in a relationship. They're
Okay.
just roommates.
Okay.
So, but apparently they're bandmates, roommates, and also co-workers too. Seems like they also work at the bar together.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
I think it may be Gunner's bar too. I think they kind of said that. Anyway,
I honestly, these side stories I wasn't paying a lot of attention to. They didn't seem important to me.
yeah. Apparently something's going on with them. Apparently they're on the rise, getting some deals.
Well, do you know what I
someone's
learned
calling.
from IMDb?
What?
You know, at the beginning when they get a phone call, she gets a phone call and I guess like they get an offer to be on a label or something.
Yeah.
Apparently that was from Rayna.
Okay.
They're gonna join Rayna's label.
Okay.
So it is like that's the thing is I do think these rando storylines actually will connect.
Okay.
And per IMDb, all of these what we think are side characters are on every single episode.
Oh my god.
So I think they all become like I think it's season 1 we're kind of following separate stories
Sure.
and I think they're all gonna start interacting.
Okay.
But yes, they're apparently gonna join Rayna's label.
Right. Because at the end they play a song and they say this is the song that they're gonna play for the queen of country or whatever. So I kind of got that there's gonna be maybe for Rayna. So
Yeah.
but no, this makes sense now. Yeah. So they work together. They're in a band together, and that seems like they're about to be on a record label.
Yeah.
And then Gunner's brother Jason shows up and is looking for a place to crash. And I guess Jason has a sketchy past.
Like he just got out of jail, so he should not have left the state he was in.
Yeah, he's in parole in Texas, it seems. So
There's also a lot about like having guns. Like people keep talking about having guns.
yeah. So I guess what happened was Jason did an armed robbery. Gunner was supposed to be the getaway driver. He didn't realize his brother was going to be using guns. And when he saw the gun, he panicked and he drove away, leaving his brother there. So he feels guilty, even though his brother's a piece of shit,
and still has a gun.
criminal. Yeah, he still has a gun on him. He feels guilty that he's the reason why his brother went to jail, not because his brother chose a life of crime. So, but Scarlett's rightfully so. In the beginning, was like, no, he needs to go back. He's on fucking parole.
Yeah,
go tell him to go back.
Scarlett's smart.
Yeah, she is. But
she knows what's up.
Gunner, just like
I don't know.
I'm
glad you paid that much attention to that whole story because I was like, what's going? Like, I gathered that they were brothers and that something bad happened and he was in jail, but
yeah,
I just didn't care.
That's pretty much what happened. But Scarlett unfortunately caves, agrees to one night. So, and they crash them for one night. Next morning, Jason's being a good brother, making his brother Gunner's favorite breakfast. And then when Scarlett and Gunner start playing their song, Jason then picks up the guitar that's decoratively hanging on the wall, yet is in perfect tune, and starts playing along with them. So it seems as if he's going to be joining the band.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Again, I was not paying a lot of attention. So like they're going to become a trio?
I think so.
Okay. Well, but
until
I don't think so,
he fucks up.
Yeah, he's like you can't be famous if you just are a fugitive on parole. So
yeah, he's gonna fuck up somehow.
Okay, so he's not actually gonna join the band.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling he's gonna maybe make things difficult for them trying to join Rayna's label.
I can see that happening.
Like some kind of shenanigans is gonna
I can
go
see
down.
that happening. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and they played a song which was it was interesting. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's good. But this is why I'm like, are they trying to be like Glee? Like this, like Glee made a whole market out of like they would do their songs on the show and then they would like make an album and then I would buy all the CDs and download all the music from iTunes and I still listen to Glee music all the time.
Oh wow.
It's great. So like is that what Nashville was trying to do? I wonder if at the time they were also like putting out these songs
That's a great question.
As,
Like,
like,
is there like a
albums.
season 1
Nashville.
Nashville hits?
Yeah.
Season 2, season 3, so
Like,
on and
I'm
so
wondering
forth.
if they were capitalizing on like the glee of it all, of like putting out albums.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was a fine song. But
fine.
that's about that story. So,
Yeah,
and
that was
then
it.
the last story about Avery, the one really I just
I don't
did
care.
not give two shits about.
No.
Avery is a whiny
Little
artist who may also have been somebody someday, because apparently he's got a catalog. And
I don't know. Yeah.
anyway, he's recording new music. His producer is telling him to go with the sound that he doesn't like. He's all pissed off about it, but he has to do it because of the money, I guess. And his agent is like, his manager's like, just do it.
Yeah.
But then someone comes along and wants to buy his, like some publisher wants to come along and buy all the rights, I guess, to his records, which is a big thing in the past, whatever, 10 years, right? Like everyone, all the big artists out there are selling their catalogs for oodles and oodles of money.
Well, and I think my hunch is that his storyline is the whole like, do I sell out now and just like make a quick buck, or do I, try to become famous and like make even more in the long game?
Yeah.
And it seems like he sold out.
Because
he then got a check for like $100,000.
Right.
But I'm like, is that it? Like, you've just sold everything for $100,000?
I think he sold everything for $100,000.
And now what?
Well, I guess he now has more financial freedom to
do what? You sold everything.
Well,
do you have more songs coming?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Because in the recording studio, his producer, who was not even there in the studio with him, was on the phone and was clearly a black man, was telling him to change up his sound, and he wasn't happy with that.
Was I not even watching the scene? I don't
you were
remember
not
the
watching the scene.
at all. Again, the two minor storylines, I was just like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening
and
here.
again, I'm paying too much thought to this one.
I really was taking notes, but I don't think I even wrote anything down about Avery. I was just like, some random guy, some woman's trying to buy his music. He gets $100,000. The end. I don't know.
Well, that's about it, really.
That's it.
But one thing I gotta say is this actor who plays Avery.
Okay.
He was a longtime person on General Hospital.
Why do you know that?
Because for one, because he was also on one episode of Boy Meets World. Which, as I mentioned before, I am doing a whole Boy Meets World rewatch while listening to the Pod Meets World podcast too. So
of course,
yeah, they talk about him. And
okay.
And he has like a twin brother too.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. I mean, again, per IMDb, he's on this entire series.
Yeah,
like he must become something more important, because so far I don't care about him at all.
I don't know why either. He's just so unlikable.
Unimportant. There's nothing. Yeah, it's like not even to me unlikable. It's just like not important. Yeah, like irrelevant.
Irrelevant is a good word.
Like I would have preferred to cut out the 5 cumulative minutes of him and like get 5 more minutes of Rayna.
I agree.
I
agree totally.
Or even 5 more minutes of Juliette. Honestly, like I would have taken that as well. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else to say about those boring storylines?
No, not really.
That's it.
Again, they were just so confusing. It was a little bit jarring when they just kept cutting to them. Because again, there's just no connection to these 2 other storylines that it was just really, I didn't like that.
I will say this was one of those shows where they cut back and forth to scenes every 10 seconds.
God.
It was a lot. I'm like, come on.
Trying to take notes on this was so hard. I had to pause so many times like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And way too many cuts.
Again, I feel like we're much more used to now. I don't know, like a lot of the streaming shows are much longer scenes. Like a lot of the shows that I watch now are just long scenes. And I really, when I go back and watch these like 2010s shows, I'm like, slow down.
Yeah.
My captions can't keep up.
Yeah, because Ugly Betty was like that too.
Yes.
And
there's a lot of them.
Our season 1 champion, How to Get Away with Murder. No, Our runner-up. Runner-up, sorry.
Yeah, I think How to Get Away with Murder was like
was
that too.
also
like,
very
I think
quick
that was
cuts.
very like 2010s was like, I mean, probably the 2000s too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just an observation.
No, I get it. Totally. All right, so then let's talk about acting quality on a rating system of A to F, where A is just amazing, awesome acting, to F, just straight garbage acting.
Yeah.
How would you grade the acting in this episode?
This is one of those hard ones because I think Connie Britton was great. I really thought she did a great job. And then, like, I didn't think anybody else was very good.
Yeah, you hated Hayden Panettiere.
I mean, obviously,
so.
Hayden Panettiere is terrible. Trash actress. So I don't know. How do you average that? C plus? Because like she was good, but nobody else was.
We've come across this challenge before, right? When you
yeah.
have a cast that's so many
Yeah.
people, how do you grade this one?
Yeah.
But you're going with the C.
I'll go with C plus, I guess.
Okay.
What are you gonna go with?
I wasn't too far off. I was a B.
Okay.
I was a little more generous. I didn't hate Hayden Panettiere.
You don't have an existing despise of Hayden Panettiere.
And you know what? I get it. I had that with Parker Posey. I just hate everything she's in.
What?
Except for the most
Lotus?
recent White Lotus. She was I begrudgingly had to give that one to her.
Did you hate her character in Parks and Rec?
I didn't even know she's on Parks and Rec.
Oh my, then you don't even know
I'm not
her.
even a huge Parks and Rec person. Like I've seen probably 60% of the episodes of Parks and Rec.
Oh, so you might not even seen.
But yeah, I probably don't like her.
Okay.
Anyway,
Fascinating.
I get it.
Okay. You gotta hold a grudge.
Hold a grudge.
All right,
We all
but
need
yeah,
them.
it was fine.
But-
But did you think Connie Britton was good?
I thought she was great.
Yeah, she's great.
I believed everyone in these roles.
Yeah. Sure.
And I will also give it to the actor, Josh Porter from The Office.
he is pretty good.
He is a good actor.
He is good.
Because everything I've seen him in, I believe he is that person.
Yeah.
So didn't even question me. I was like, this guy's Deacon.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, his best work is definitely in Outer Banks. You gotta watch the whole series
No,
to
thank you.
know.
No, thank you. Not going back to that one. Okay, great. Well, yeah, we were similar there. C plus B.
Yeah.
Similar rating there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go over to our rock rating. This is our representation of color rating based on the number of POCs who are in this episode on a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being none at all to 10 being this was a full diverse cast of POCs. And I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because I saw
Was anyone?
one POC. It was there were 2 POCs.
Okay.
One was the dude in the studio who was recording with Avery. He had no lines. And then at the end, there's a guy carrying in Juliette's bags. And he was yelled at to watch the floors
Okay.
as he's carrying suitcases. And he had like one line and be like, don't worry about it or something like that. So I was like,
Oh yeah. Okay. I know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
so
I mean, I've
get a 1
never
out of 10.
been to Nashville, but that feels like that tracks.
you think so? Tennessee is so like. Actually, I'm gonna
Diverse?
rewind that back. I have never
I've
been
never
to Nashville.
been to Nashville or Tennessee.
I've stopped. I've spent a night in Knoxville, Tennessee, but
Okay.
otherwise I've never been to Nashville, Tennessee. So I have no idea.
Okay. Well, anyone out there who lives in Nashville, please tell us
Yeah.
what is the diversity like, and is
Please
this
let us know.
accurate?
But again, it's not. This isn't even like Nashville. This is the music industry.
Yeah.
So
Well, country music is pretty white.
yes,
I mean, who's that one? Black guy?
Shabuzi, and then
Darius Rucker.
and Darius Rucker.
Also Beyonce.
Oh yes, thank you. The Queen of Country.
So yeah, I agree. There should be more. Just trying to find a reason why.
But this is 2000. What was it? 13. I mean, yeah, this was bad.
It's not great.
They could have
They could have
included
done
so
more,
many more people, but they didn't.
No, they didn't.
So shame.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, overall, how did you like the show?
I actually did like it. I was thinking about how I don't like country music and I don't really like people with Southern accents. Like, I just don't want to listen to a Southern accent all the time. I don't know. Like, if it wasn't for that, I think I would be so into this show and I would want to keep watching. I actually kind of do want to keep watching it regardless. It's like the Southern accent and country music of it all that's turning me off. But the storylines, like the drama, like the trying to become famous, I love that shit. So like, I really like that. I just hate the accents. I don't know. What about you? What did you think?
It's tough, man. Like coming into our recording, I was like, nah, this isn't for me. But as we've talked about it more,
Yeah.
I really care about those two main storylines.
Yeah.
But the problem is you got the
I
other two
know.
storylines, which I don't know if I can sit through and
I
get
know.
through. And maybe they do pay off later on down
Yeah,
the line.
maybe.
But it seems a large investment of having to deal with those
Yeah, that's
idiots to get, to listen and watch these other two storylines.
That's fair.
So
it's
yeah,
a lot of seasons. Isn't it like 5 or 6 seasons or something?
Yeah, and I briefly read, I think that ABC very surprisingly abruptly canceled or cut it from their lineup. And then, of course, CMT then picked it up
Oh.
and finished it out.
Okay. I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually pretty tempted to watch like just the first episode because I do want to see how this starts. Like I do want to know how this tour gets put together. So I might start at least watching the first episode and see how I feel.
I could do the same. I could be there with you.
Yeah, but I might not be able to last with the music and the accents. So we'll see. We'll see how far I would get.
Who knows? Maybe the show will turn you into a country fan.
It won't. Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Well, anything else, Chrissy, on this one?
No, I think we got it.
Cool. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. Remember to follow us on Spotify or wherever you're listening. And if you like what you hear, remember to rate us 5 stars, folks. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Random Episode Pod. Finally, and most importantly, come back next time for our next random episode.
Bye.